Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Learning English here is simple, practical, and part of real life. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Luna, and today I really need this episode.
Oh, that sounds serious. What happened?
I had one of those mornings. I overslept. Again.
That moment when you wake up and immediately panic?
Exactly. I opened my eyes, looked at the clock, and my brain just stopped for a second. Then panic. Full panic.
I think everyone knows that feeling. That short moment where you just stare and think, this is really happening.
Yes, and it's strange because your body wakes up before your mind. You're still half asleep, but already stressed.
And stress in the morning changes the whole rhythm of the day.
Yes, I jumped out of bed, got ready in 5 minutes, and ran out the door. No breakfast, just coffee. Lots of coffee.
And that already tells a story. Short actions, fast actions, no pauses.
Exactly. I didn't choose clothes, I didn't think, I just grabbed whatever was there.
And while that was happening, your mind was already somewhere else.
Yes. And while I was running to the bus stop, I was checking my phone and thinking, today is going to be stressful.
That sentence is very real. Many people think that without even saying it out loud.
I was checking messages, checking the time, checking notifications, everything at the same time.
That's how mornings feel when you're late. Nothing is calm.
Yes, and everything felt fast. People were walking fast, cars were moving fast, and I was thinking fast.
Stress changes how you see the world.
Exactly. Even normal things feel intense.
Did you catch the bus?
I did, but barely. The bus was full, so I had to stand the whole way.
Standing already makes the day harder.
It does. I was tired, half asleep, and a little annoyed.
And that's an important detail. Annoyed, not angry. Small emotions matter.
Yes, I wasn't angry. I was just uncomfortable and tired.
How long was your commute?
About 40 minutes. It felt much longer because I was thinking about work and everything I needed to do.
When your mind is busy, time feels slower.
Exactly. I was thinking about emails, meetings, deadlines, small problems, all mixed together.
So by the time you arrived at work, your energy was already low.
Yes, by the time I arrived at work, I already felt exhausted.
And the workday hadn't really started yet.
Exactly. The first thing I did was sit down and open my email.
Emails are often the first stress of the day.
Emails. So many emails.
That's very realistic.
Because I arrived late, my inbox was full. I was catching up on emails for almost 2 hours.
2 hours of emails is a lot of mental effort.
Yes, reading, replying, trying to understand everything.
And that requires focus, especially in a second language.
Exactly. Sometimes it's not even difficult work, it's just constant.
And constant work is tiring.
It was. After that, I had a meeting with my team.
Meetings can change the mood of a day.
Yes, this one helped. It went well, actually. We talked about deadlines, new tasks, and plans for next week.
Structure brings calm.
Exactly. After the meeting, I felt more organized and more calm.
That feeling makes a big difference.
It really does. The rest of the morning was better. I focused on my main tasks and didn't check my phone too much.
That's not easy to do.
No, but it helps a lot.
And then lunchtime arrived.
Yes, by lunchtime, I was very hungry.
Did you go out for lunch?
No, I brought lunch from home and ate at my desk.
That's very common during busy days.
Yes, not very exciting, but practical.
Sometimes practical is good.
Exactly. My afternoon was much better than my morning. I had fewer meetings and more time to focus.
That's when productivity usually improves.
Yes, I finished my main tasks and I've already replied to most emails.
That's a great example of real-life present perfect.
Exactly. The day isn't finished yet, but many things are done.
And that changes how you feel.
Yes, I have also prepared tomorrow's presentation.
That removes future stress.
Exactly. It didn't start well, but it ended well, and that makes me feel good.
And this contrast is very important when you tell a story.
Yes, at the start of the day, I felt stressed. Now I feel calm and relieved.
That's real communication.
And tonight, I'm going to relax. No emails, no alarms, just food and a good series.
That's the goal after a long day.
Exactly. Rest is also productive.
And that's how you talk about your day in a real, natural way, not just good or busy.
You talk about moments, feelings, problems, and plans.
And that's something many learners forget. English is not only about grammar rules.
Yes, it's about telling your story. Even simple stories matter.
Exactly. You don't need big words to communicate well.
Sometimes simple words explain more than complex ones.
And when you talk about your day, you practice many tenses naturally.
Past simple, past continuous, present perfect, and even the future.
All in one conversation.
And that's why talking about daily life is so powerful.
Let's slow down for a moment and think about the morning again.
Yes, mornings are interesting because they set the tone for everything.
When you wake up late, your body reacts first.
And your emotions come right after.
Stress, anxiety, pressure.
Exactly. And those feelings influence how you speak, too.
When you're stressed, you speak faster.
And sometimes you forget words you already know.
That happens in any language.
Yes, even in your native language.
That's important for learners to understand.
Making mistakes doesn't mean you're bad at English.
It often means you're tired, nervous, or distracted.
And that's completely normal.
So if you had a stressful day today, be kind to yourself.
Learning still happens, even on difficult days.
Sometimes it happens even more on difficult days.
Because emotions make memories stronger.
That's true. Emotional moments stay with us.
And they give us something real to talk about.
Now let's think about the afternoon part of the day.
Yes, afternoons usually feel different from mornings.
The energy changes.
Yes, you're more awake, but sometimes more tired too.
That's an interesting combination.
You understand things better, but your body wants a break.
And that's why focus becomes important.
Yes, choosing what deserves your attention.
That's something you mentioned earlier.
Not checking the phone too much.
That's a great habit.
It's hard, but it helps.
And it helps not only with work, but with language learning too.
Definitely. Focused time is more valuable than long time.
10 minutes focused are better than 1 hour distracted.
Especially when you're studying English.
Reading, listening, or even thinking in English.
Thinking in English is very powerful.
Even simple thoughts.
Like, I'm tired or I need a break.
That's practice too.
And it fits perfectly into your daily routine.
You don't need special moments.
You use the moments you already have.
Like commuting.
Or waiting in line.
Or having lunch at your desk.
Exactly. All those moments are opportunities.
Now let's talk about the evening.
Evenings are important because they close the day.
They help you reset.
Yes, rest is not laziness.
Rest is preparation.
Preparation for the next day.
And when you talk about your plans for the evening, you practice the future.
I'm going to relax.
I'm going to watch a series.
I'm going to cook dinner.
Simple sentences, very useful.
And very natural.
That's how English is used in real life.
Not in isolated sentences.
But in connected ideas.
Stories, routines, feelings.
And that's exactly what we want you to practice.
Not perfect grammar, but real communication.
Now let's bring the focus back to you.
Yes, you watching this right now.
Think about your day so far.
How did it start?
Was your morning calm or stressful?
Did something unexpected happen?
And how did you feel about it?
That feeling is important.
Now think about your afternoon.
Were you productive?
Or were you tired?
Maybe both.
And that's okay.
Life is not just one emotion.
It's a mix.
Just like language.
Now think about tonight.
What are you going to do after this video?
Are you going to relax?
Study a little?
Or just relax?
Any answer is fine.
What matters is expressing it.
So here's our invitation.
Write about your day in the comments.
You can write 3 short sentences.
One about the morning,
One about the afternoon.
and one about tonight.
Simple, real, honest.
Don't overthink it.
Don't translate word for word.
Just say what comes to your mind,
That's how fluency starts.
little by little.
Day by day.
And if you enjoyed this type of conversation,
Let us know in the comments too.
your feedback helps us a lot.
Now it's your turn.
Tell us in the comments, what did you do today?
What did you've done today?
Or what are you going to do tonight?
Use the expressions we talked about.
Don't worry about mistakes, just practice.
Thank you so much for watching and listening.
And don't forget to subscribe. We're here every week.
See you next time.
Bye.